viewers. First off, we wanted to thank all of you for being a part of the show. It's really, ramped up pretty quick in these past few weeks. Stay tuned tonight. We got something new that we're adding to the show. Something to keep people engaged, get you a little bit excited, and try to bring something new to the table. Tonight we have
Crazy, creepy, paranormal facts segment.
So this is where we will answer the craziest, creepiest questions about things in the paranormal. Tonight's question is, what happened to Ed and Lorraine Warren when they took possession of the Annabelle doll? This is pretty creepy, very exciting. So stay tuned to the end of the show, and we will give you the answer directly after our interview.
To find investigators.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Okay, so what is your paranormal group's name? Do you guys have a group, or are you just like single investigators?
We've been in, all of us together have been in various groups over the years. We kind of decided just to go out on our own, and we're like a little core of investigators that we go do everything together.
Okay.
We're not a formal group anymore.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Sounds cool. All right. Let's start off with something that we like to start off with, something that really stands out to you guys, something that resonates with you, that tells you, okay, this paranormal world is real. I've experienced this. This is what brought you into really, truly, fully believing, no matter what age you were at this point.
All right. We'll start with Amy.
Okay, that's me. So just so you know, I am hard of hearing, and
That's okay.
so I'm not very big on hearing things. I want to see things. I want to feel things. And I
Okay.
think growing up, I would watch all the horror movies and things like that. And after some time watching all the paranormal shows, I was like, why watch it? Let's just do it. So that's
Yeah.
just kind of how I got, into it. But in Rochester, we have a very large deaf population, and I was looking for ways to make it more accessible because a lot of the stuff that groups do is very audio based.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
wanted to make it more accessible by having interpreters. I remember having Larry do the cart right in.
Yeah.
And, arranging for members of the deaf community to do investigation with an interpreter and kind of, making it fair for everybody to get involved.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so it's been my experience. Yeah. So go ahead.
Mine was at Rose when I had a young child.
This is Donna.
Okay.
I had a child yell my name.
Oh, wow. Okay. And you definitely believe it was a child's voice?
Yes, it was a female.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
That's awesome. Did you try to like dig deeper and like do any EVPs or anything to try to contact them, see who they are?
We actually have it on a recording.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
That's awesome. Any full body apparitions at that time or anything that you've seen, or?
Yes, the one thing I want to talk about, this one place we go to is the Rose Union Community Building in Rose, New York. This is where a lot of this stuff happens because it's not a very well-known place, but it's one of the more active places I've ever been in my life.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. But it's not well known, and we've gotten apparitions there before, caught on video and on camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like on an SLS kind of thing?
No, these are just
regular cell phones.
Cell phones.
Oh, wow, really?
And night vision video cams. Yeah, we've gotten
that's
apparitions
awesome.
there before. I was playing a few of my videos for these guys before we got here. And one of them, if you want to see it, I'll send it to you. It's a door swinging open on its own.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Was there anything on the other side of the door once it got opened, or was it just?
Well, what happened was we were doing a spirit box session. This place I'm describing to you is an old school, okay? So he could
Okay.
K through 3. Not very big at all. So we were doing a spirit box session in the hallway because that's always a good place to get a lot of interaction over there. And
Okay.
all of a sudden you hear like that. And I looked at Jay. I said, that sounded like a door handle turning. And he said, go down and look. So I went down and looked, and sure enough, the door was open. So I said, okay, yeah, the door was open. I went and grabbed the camera, set it up on that door, shut the
Yeah.
door, and the door swings open. I actually got it on video.
Oh, wow.
You could even see the door handle turn.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You didn't happen to see or try to figure out like what kind of entity that was that did that? Did you get any
Yeah.
footage of anything?
Uh, really, that I would sit down with you and play that video clip and let you make up your own mind. Because
Okay.
by what I swear there were black shadows. The windows of the windows of the room themselves are frosted,
Okay.
but you could still get light coming through them. And I swear
Hmm.
to God, I was seeing black masses pass in front of the
Oh,
window.
I'm sure you were.
Yeah.
I'm sure you were. So you feel like that would be something more on the evil side then?
No, but I didn't tell you the whole story about Rose yet either. There's a
Okay.
ghost, there's a spirit there we for lack of a better name, because he refuses to give us his name, is Mr. McCranky. Mr. McCranky absolutely despises Larry. Okay. And I have been called every single name in the book
Oh, wow. You
by
mean through the
him.
spirit box?
Hmm.
No, this is
I'm recording.
on EVPs too. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So just like a regular voice recorder on your phone kind of thing?
No, I got my own voice recorder. I've had the same one for 18 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's no, you get them on the recorder, but sometimes you get them on Spirit Box too.
Yeah.
He follows you around insulting you. This is what he does. He'll appear he'll appear in the hallway one time, and then you go down into the basement, and you're running your recorder, and he's down there too, just
Oh,
insulting
wow.
everybody. He insulted
Okay.
her how old is Landon?
17.
So Landon's 17. Her son goes with us on these hunts, and I can't even repeat the name that Landon got called.
Oh, geez. Well, names is one thing as long as it's not like trying to physically hurt you guys. That's where things really stand out, like we have somebody that we interviewed before. They were telling us a story that there were three of them standing in a row looking in one direction, and a broken piece of glass came and struck the guy in the shoulder, ripped his shoulder all up. There's where it really gets serious. So calling names, that's I wouldn't worry too much about that as long as you're not trying to physically hurt you.
No, I think he's for because he's not here, and I don't have to he doesn't have to pick up what I'm saying. I think he's just a big blowhard, is what I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Okay. Do you get
For
any
lack of a
children
better
in the
term.
school by chance?
Huh?
Do you get any children in the school by chance?
Yes. That's where she got her name called.
Oh, okay.
But on the
That's cool.
sad part, they'll frequently yell for help. That's
Oh,
really sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Have you ever asked the question? This is one of my favorites, actually, just because I want to get to a general consensus of knowledge of just this aspect of the paranormal world, right? Is have you ever asked, like, why are you still here? Is there anywhere you could go to? Can you pass on somehow? Is there something else for you? You know what I mean? You ask
Yeah.
these kinds of questions. Have you gotten any intelligent answers back to that?
They'll you'll sometimes it's really hard where you're going with this is the fact that most of our EVPs are sentences, but you don't get that elaboration all the way, so you really don't
Yeah.
know.
Right.
Yeah,
That
I
makes
mean,
sense.
frequently we get full sentences, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Um, I've never encountered that before, basically. No.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, not everybody has. We've gotten some people that say, like the one woman told us that I guess the little girl's mom was somehow holding her there because her mom was like evil and said that she was bad as a little girl, this kind of thing. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
I'm trying to figure out why are there so many child spirits? Because the more people you talk to, it seems like a lot more of them are children than not.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. We've what's interesting about this place is the fact that we've been able to identify 9 spirits.
And you
Four
know
of
they're all
them,
9 separate spirits of their own like
yeah.
personalities or whatnot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Um, we got 5 men, 2 women, and 2 children. And the children we got 1 boy and 1 girl.
Oh wow. So you
Yeah.
guys must go to this place quite often then.
We've been going there for 4 years on and off. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Probably more on than off.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
That actually sounds pretty cool. And do you like how deep do you get with these people? Do they tell you that they know of each other? How do you get in contact with them? How do you know who's who?
Well, Mr. McCranky has a very distinct, loud, gravelly voice. That's how we know who he is.
Okay.
Um, the kids have a high pitched voice, but it's high pitched, but in the sense that you can still listen and tell whether it's a boy or a girl.
Oh,
And
okay.
the one that said Donna's name that time was definitely a little girl. She
Let me
goes,
ask you this question. I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry,
"Oh,
but
yeah."
I'm looking for the intelligence of this. Did anybody say Donna's name prior to the entity saying the name, or did it figure out her name on its own?
I believe we asked the question, do you know anyone here?
And it came out with your name just
Came out with
without.
my name. Yep.
Wow. You see, that shows you that it's more intelligent than just repeating a name that they heard.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that this little girl, we found her during a seance. We were having a seance in the auditorium of this place.
Okay.
And
You mean like a Ouija board session and all that kind
no,
of thing?
no, we don't do Ouija boards here.
Okay.
Um uh no, it was a regular seance. You hold hands and you're going around the room and stuff like that. And this guy Sean that was in our group, he said he's a psychic medium actually. And he
Okay.
said he goes that I'm sensing a little girl here, about 8 or 9 years old, and her
Uh-huh.
name is Haley. And so we were listening to recorders back, and this was after the fact because I do mine usually the next day sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And very, very clearly, you hear a little girl say to him, "Do you eat boogers?"
Oh, wow.
Swear to God.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So she obviously still has, even though she's passed on the other side, doing whatever she's doing, she still has that little girl mentality.
Yep.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that kind of teaches me something because I've always actually wondered about that, right? There's so many questions. Do you still grow or do you always stay that age that you were at? Can you learn more things even in the afterlife or is that it? You know what I mean? So this kind of
Yeah,
tells
that's
me,
heavy. Yeah,
right,
it's a heavy thinking going
it
on.
is. It
Yeah.
is. Like I said, we're trying to get as deep as we possibly can with everybody to learn as much as we can
Mm-hmm.
before we get there ourselves. You know what I mean? That's essentially our goal here.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on? I don't know if you've ever came across them or whatever. You have any thoughts on them at all? But what's your thoughts on shadow people? Like people that do you believe that there are shadow people that have never existed before as humans, like as we do? Or
Let every if you don't mind, we can all answer that because we've
of
all
course.
answered them. Go ahead, Sadie.
So for me, I think shadow people are different definitions. You could have someone maybe that had never existed and
Mhm.
it's just a being. It could be just
And
like
do
a
you
black.
think, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but like I said, I'm trying to dig as deep as possible here. Now, when you say being, do you believe that the being is like more of an evil thing, or is it just a being that just never got a human
I,
a human
I think
body? Or
yeah, I think just someone that's not bending a body. I mean,
okay,
who are we to define someone being evil when we don't know that person?
yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but also a shadow could be a black mass, right? It could be a spirit manifesting in a different form.
That's true.
So when I see something, I'm not quick to judge because I don't know. We don't know all the answers. So why are we conceiving in our mind, oh, that the black mass, that's evil? We don't know that.
Yeah, right. And a lot of people pertain that white ghosts are good, black ghosts are bad. It's a
We don't
color
know.
thing. Now that's not how it goes, right?
Right, right.
Because
I've actually had a conversation with a man that's seen, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Hat Man.
no.
Mm-mm.
No.
He's an entity of his own. Okay, he's well known, and a lot of people perceive him as nasty and mean because he's black and he's like a black figure and he wears like a hat. But actually, one of the most recent people that we interviewed, he actually warned him that he was ill, and that's why he came. He came to tell him you're sick.
Oh,
So
wow.
that goes to play a role to show you that yeah, all the dark ones are not evil per se.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's the color of an energy form because sometimes when we're talking about black shadow people or whatever, we forget that the white mist is probably more common. The white
Right.
mist, yeah, because it seems to me, it seems to me over my years of experience that black shadow people don't necessarily become apparitions, but the white mist is more likely to be an apparition if you're
Okay.
viewing. Yeah. Not to
That's
say
interesting.
though, the thing that interests me most about black shadow people is the fact that they do wear hats. Come on, what's that all about?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've seen two of them. One was at Rose one time when Shirley and I almost got run over by him. Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah. Past
Yeah, I mean,
three.
I've heard a lot about it myself. I've never seen or experienced anything, but I've had a lot of people tell me about them. So,
Yeah,
Mhm.
this one we were coming off the stage out into the hallway where the base that little hallway also is the door for the basement.
okay.
We were coming through there. We just did the walkthrough, and the only thing that happened was this black mass came out of nowhere, passed 3 feet in front of our face, and disappeared right, came out of the wall and went right through the door.
Mhm.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool.
Oh, the poor lady's 80 years old. She doesn't need that
Yeah,
excitement in her life.
right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty exciting.
Uh-huh.
Do you guys have any other places that you investigate as well? Is it normally just that place?
Well, we last year we were in historic Palmyra Museum.
Mhm.
Amy led a
Okay.
group there, and I went down to help out. But I was a tour guide there for 8 years.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is that
That
place pretty
place,
haunted?
Oh yeah.
oh,
Oh yeah.
ridiculously haunted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's finally got its due when it went on Kindred Spirits. And they featured the museum.
Oh, wow.
Oh
That's
yeah,
pretty cool.
yeah.
Mhm.
Take your meds, take your meds.
Any of them ever make you afraid? Were you a fear of any of them?
Never.
No.
So
So
for
you've
me,
never came across anything that tried to harm you then?
No.
no, because again, when I'm investigating, people might get afraid because they're hearing things, and I'm like, bring it on, you know? I'm like, you put me in a dark room. I I have a cochlear implant, so I can hear some stuff, but I stuck and guess. So I'm not quite sure what I'm seeing or hearing. So I'm not as afraid. So
Okay.
yeah, so nothing really phases me. I've done this for so long that I can go anywhere and not be afraid.
Okay.
And I think maybe I don't have that fear that I think a lot of people or the spirits stay away from me because they can't scare me. That's been my experience, you
I
know?
mean that kind of makes sense because I feel like a lot of them are playful and that's what their whole thing is set out to do.
Right.
They're trying to scare you. That's why they're called poltergeist, right? They're
Right.
trying to freak you out. That's why they're moving stuff in your house or they're pulling your shirt. These are all scare tactics, right? That's not to be your friend, you know? So
Yeah.
if they can't startle you, they're going to move on to the next guy that they can.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what been my experience, you know, other people have an experience and not me. So it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Keep trying, you know,
I
that's all you got
know.
to do. Just keep going.
But I do get some great photo evidence, you know, like I was just showing them earlier. Um, it's just, you know, it's not something that happens on demand, unfortunately. It just takes a lot of time and patience, and I just enjoy hearing the experiences that other people have.
Of course. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts? Because you said you've been in the, you know, in the whole realm for a long time. What's your
Mhm.
thoughts on residual spirits? Why do you think, like, what have you gathered throughout your years that why are they still there? Like, is there any reasons for this? Is there anything that can be done? Is something holding them here? Is like the unfinished business thing a real thing? What do you think about all that?
I think there is definitely unfinished business. The place I was been telling you about has no prior history of trauma or anything.
It was just a school,
It was
right?
school. It was a school.
Right.
And but I live in a haunted house,
Mhm.
and
Okay.
we get poltergeist activity here quite a bit of the time, and frequently things get moved all the time to the point where they want me to find that object, so they place it right in the middle of the floor. This
Oh,
happened to me. And then the other day, I had a HDMI cable tucked in under my TV. I'm
okay.
watching TV, and all of a sudden, I watch the cable start to slither and fall behind the stand.
Oh, wow.
Everybody
Okay.
thinks I'm crazy, but I'm retired, so I'm home all the time.
You don't have a cat or anything, do you?
No, no,
No
no,
cats, no
no,
animals, nothing else
no,
that could have manipulated this?
no. I have no explanation. I'm not saying
Wow.
it's paranormal. I'm just telling you what happened.
No, absolutely. I believe it. Have you ever put like an EMF detector or anything like that by that area after that happens and say, oh, there is activity here at this time?
Well, I have been running my this is something that Donna made. This is a REM pod. Can you see that?
No way.
Isn't
That's a
it
REM
cool?
pod, yeah.
That is the
See?
coolest rum pie I've ever seen in my whole life.
I
She
made
made
two of them.
she makes them. She makes all her own
How?
equipment.
I can't tell you how.
Because you'll not
So
just
if something gets near to that or touches it or whatnot, it makes that go off like a regular REM pod would.
yeah.
Yeah, I instead of using the the lights for the REM pod, I use the candle lights.
You should make those and mass sell them to people.
See?
People would
I
love
want to
that. I'm telling
try.
you right now. Especially instead of like a REM pod. What is a REM pod normally? A little circle box thing, you know what I mean, with two lights on it. Nobody cares about
Yeah,
that. They're gonna want to carry that candelabra with them. Like, whoa,
I
you know
like
what I
thinking
mean?
out of the box.
You should definitely try to market that somehow.
Yeah.
I do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I like that a lot.
We've been
So you said,
playing.
let me get back to this. You said that you don't mess with Ouija boards. What's with that? Why not? You don't believe in it? You think it's
No,
fake?
so,
I don't like them.
well, my in my experience, I was at the HINSDALE house. I think we all know where that is, right?
Oh yeah. I was actually watching a video
They
on the Hinsdale house the other night. Somebody was investigating.
yeah, they were this we were there. I was with people that I really didn't know that well. But what ended up happening is that they started an Ouija board session. The guy on the one thing absolutely flipped out, grabbed his girlfriend, ran to the car, jumped in the car, and sped off. He had a shelter there, a grill, 2 cases of beer. He left everything behind.
What was the reason? Did something touch him or something?
I I have no idea. All I did is seen him jump up and he ran.
Wow.
The Hinsdale house is pretty intense, isn't it?
They say it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the videos that I've watched, anybody that I've ever heard of or spoke to concerning that place
Yeah.
say it's definitely real. There's a lot of realness to it.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going next month.
Really?
Yeah,
Are you doing like an overnight stay there, or is it just like
overnight.
a couple hour investigation?
Overnight.
You want to
Let
go
me ask you this
overnight.
question because I've always had this question. We've done investigations as a team. Okay, we have our own little team and whatnot, but we've never actually done like an overnight, like sleepover thing. How do you feel that you're going to do, or have you done that before? How do you feel you're going to do just laying down in this place and going to sleep?
Well, we took
Can't sleep.
you can't sleep because
And that's what I'm thinking. That's not ever going to happen.
no,
It
no, too
wouldn't
much,
for me.
no, too
Mhm.
much goes on. Too much goes
Right,
on.
exactly. So what you're
Yeah.
going to do is you're going to sleep for a few hours before and then stay up all night overnight.
Yeah.
Okay. That
My
makes more
experience,
sense.
so my experience at Hinsdale was we were upstairs in Mary's room, and that's supposed to be the most haunted room. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I call dibs, I got it. So the second floor has no electricity. So the EMF detectors was going crazy. So I was taking pictures in the room, and you can see a face in the window in Mary's room. So it was quite active. So that evening, when I was sleeping, I slept in Mary's bed, and I
Like literally slept, like
yeah,
actually
outdoor.
fell asleep.
Oh yeah, yeah. But um I couldn't get into a deep sleep. When your eyes are closed, it felt like I was seeing the color white. Okay. So
Okay.
it felt like, okay, I just could not fall asleep, but I rested for a couple hours. Then I got up again. And then a friend of mine was sleeping in the next room. And I said, how did you sleep? He goes, I didn't sleep well, but I felt like something was protecting me. And I was like, what? Describe it. And he goes,
Mhm.
I felt like something white was protecting me. And I was like, crap.
Oh, wow.
Same thing. So, again, maybe there were noises, but I wouldn't hear them. So,
Right.
but people would say, there's footsteps on the stairs and everywhere, and,
Yeah.
but I couldn't fall asleep. So I thought that was interesting.
That is pretty interesting. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that. I don't know the whole story behind the Hinsdale house, like what happened there or whatnot, you
Oh,
know?
yeah,
A
don't
lot.
A
I
lot.
just heard it's very super haunted. I don't know why or
spend
what's the
time
reason
there,
behind
but
it.
Hmm.
I got to take these two fine ladies have never been to Wildwood Sanitarium in Salamanca before either.
Oh,
We're
okay.
definitely going to Wildwood this year.
That's pretty cool. I've heard of that.
Okay.
I've never been there myself, but I've heard of it.
Well, I got an EVP there. This is the God's honest truth in the medical treatment room they have on the third floor. I actually caught an EVP. I turned on the recorder recording. Within 8 seconds, it says, "Get out or I'll kill you."
Did you get out?
Well, I didn't know it at the time, but yeah, I kind of when I've gone back there 3 times. When I go back, don't go in that room.
Oh, wow.
No, I wouldn't either.
No,
What room
I
was
stay
it?
outside. The medical
What?
treatment
Oh,
room.
okay. Wow.
There's another question that I have about the paranormal. Not that it has to do with anybody's experiences, but it still has to do with the world of it. Is that possible? Like, you know how it says, get out or I'll kill you? Is
Yeah.
that possible? Do they really have the strength or the ability to make that really happen? And if it has, when has it ever been documented? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. To give you an idea of the power of the spirits at Wildwood, we were in a semicircle in the basement. I was behind the group filming, and one of our team members had set up a camera facing them on a
Mm,
shelf. Okay.
okay.
So we're filming. All of a sudden, you hear, and I actually caught this on film, something smacks the camera off of the shelf, flies across the room, and shatters into little pieces on the wall on the other side of the room.
So whatever
That's
that
exactly
was very powerful that it had to be.
Yeah, that's so I'm a little leery of that place. Yes.
Oh, of course, I would be too. You
Yeah.
always also what I've heard from a lot of groups, obviously you've seen we've done about 20 episodes now or whatnot.
Yeah.
What I've heard from a lot of groups is you always have to do a protection prayer before and after. Always keep that protection with you. No matter what you do, whatever religion you are, whatever your belief is, just say something. Somebody please protect me. You know what I mean? Stay with
Yeah.
me in this. Because they could also sometimes attach themselves to you and come home with you, which I've also had happen to a lot of people that we've interviewed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does happen. Yes.
Yeah.
Don't
Absolutely.
think for a second it doesn't.
Right.
Totally true.
Yeah. With the fear of attachment, one time I was investigating at Palmyra, and there's a little girl spirit, Holly. Okay.
Oh,
And she's a little girl that likes to play with people. And I happen to say, oh, I have two young daughters at home. They love dolls. Do you like dolls? I wish they were here. They would play with you and all that. Okay. Now,
yeah.
mind you, I did not tell my husband I was going there because he rolled his eyes. He doesn't believe in this stuff. Okay. So I didn't tell him. I get home 2 in the morning,
Your
kiss him
husband doesn't
goodnight.
believe in any of this stuff you said?
That's another story for another time. Hold that thought. He has degrees in physics and engineering, so he's
Okay.
very science minded, but he had had experiences himself. Okay. But hold
Mhm.
that thought. So when I get home from Palmyra, I kiss him goodnight, go back to sleep. The next morning, he wakes up and he goes, "Where were you?" "Oh, I was just hanging out with a friend." "No, where were you?" "Okay, well, I went to Palmyra and went ghost hunting. Do you have any question?" He goes, "Well, that's weird because as soon as I kissed you goodnight, went to sleep, something grabbed my arm and shook me awake." And he thought it was one of our daughters. So he goes up to check on them. Both were dead asleep.
Oh.
So he goes back to bed and he didn't know what the hell that was. So I was like thinking, oh shit, I brought Holly home.
I was just
Shoot.
gonna say, I think that little
So
girl came home with you.
so I didn't say anything to him. I just kept an eye on my girl and nothing happened. So I was like, okay.
So
So
you think she just came with you temporarily and then left
yeah,
again?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
But I was
Wow.
like, whoops.
Do you think it's
So
possible that I don't know this, I mean maybe, but do you think it's possible that she would know her way back to wherever you were at with her?
yeah, I think people could, well, my experience or knowledge would be, I think there's different kinds of ghosts. You have maybe the shadow people, that's one kind. You may have someone that may be a family member that passed on, want to swing by to say hello. Okay. And
Okay.
then, you have people that maybe checking in for no reason. Maybe it's not people you know, but just a random thing at an investigation. Maybe they
Of
found me
course.
home and then they find that we're boring and move on. I don't know. Um, but there could be a portal. My father-in-law passed in my house, so could there be a portal at my house? Who knows? My house is brand new. We built the house. There's no history there.
Okay.
So
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 you think maybe a passing could create a portal?
I think so. I
Yeah.
think so. Um,
Makes sense.
yeah, think about the trauma or hospitals. Like if you go to a local hospital, there's a lot of deaths there, right? So who's
Yeah,
to say there's nothing there?
of course.
Right.
Yeah,
So I'd
makes
be
perfect
curious,
sense.
talk to the doctors or nurses if they're working late in the hospital. What have their experiences been?
I
You
can
know?
answer that.
Yeah, there you go.
I worked at the Canandaigua VA hospital,
Okay.
at the campus, and it has they're all attached by underground tunnel.
Oh, wow.
So when I'd be working overnights and stuff, I would get one of my cohorts, and that was also on break, and we'd go for a walk around the whole thing. It took about a half hour.
Okay.
We kept up. A shadow person kept just ahead of us in the tunnel the whole time because you could see the shadow, but there was nobody there.
Oh,
Then another
wow.
time, before physical therapy became physical therapy, it was called kinesiology or something like that.
Okay.
And so we looked in that room. So looked in that room, watched about a 16-pound leather ball roll across the floor. Zone. And then
Wow.
we came around, then we got almost near back to where we started from, and there was a face in the window of a computer room with hands out like that.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that place is on my bucket list, except it's going to be open forever. Yeah,
Oh, okay. So you don't think you'd be able to investigate it then?
no, it's a state,
Oh,
it's a federal building. So
oh, that sucks.
yeah,
Maybe
no,
you could, so they don't shut down then.
never.
Okay.
No. So here's something interesting. I have a friend of mine who I work with, and she volunteers at a local hospice house.
Okay.
And she swears that there are ghosts there. So
Of
she
course.
wanted us to come and investigate, but the board members said no because they didn't want to freak people out if we found any evidence and whatnot. So, but
That's not cool.
I know, but think about it, hospice house, there's deaths all the time, and
Right.
so if you have the opportunity to do that, you can try there too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Well,
Mhm.
guys, it's been a great episode.
Oh,
Unfortunately, I gotta cut it here because I have 2 minutes and 12 seconds left of recording time. Zoom only
okay,
gives me like 38 or 40 minutes or whatnot.
okay,
So, if you guys ever wanted to be on again after you investigate a couple more places, I will reach back out in a couple of months when I have some openings and see if I can get you guys back on.
Mhm.
sure, that's
Okay.
great. Sure,
Mhm.
we've enjoyed ourselves.
Awesome, awesome. I will get this all spun down, get the link set up for you guys, and get it sent over to you as soon as I get it done.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
All
Have a
right.
great night, guys.
All right.
Too.
You
Take
too.
Stay
care.
safe out there.
All right.
Will do.
See ya.
Bye.
So tonight's answer to what happened to Ed and Lorraine Warren when they took possession of the Annabelle doll is according to an article on allthingsinteresting.com. That's allthingsinteresting.com. I will also attach a link after this recording so you can look at the article yourself. While Ed and Lorraine were driving away with Annabelle, the brakes in their car failed several times. Now, this is something that obviously does not normally happen to them. The car was fine prior to picking up the Annabelle doll. And then afterwards, they needed to use holy water on the doll to get this to stop happening. Apparently, as soon as they used the holy water, the brakes stopped failing immediately. So let's think of the mentality there. With that, that tells me that whatever spirit or entity that possessed the Annabelle doll was strong enough to manipulate the brakes on their car and was trying to harm them, obviously. And the doll itself, obviously, because if they got hurt in an accident or whatnot, the Annabelle doll would have gotten hurt as well. So that's the answer for today. Give that some thought. Maybe we can, do a video of everybody's thoughts on that. we can maybe compile this together and maybe get our thoughts together. But that's pretty crazy to me. Thank you, everybody, for watching today's episode, and another episode will be coming tomorrow. Have a good night.